this episode, I wear a hat.
You better be getting my hat and shot.
Thomas gets a shove. And we get mad at chainsaws.
G'day, welcome to Season 3, Episode 1 of Down the Line. Today we are back at the Puffing Billy Railway where we left off in Season 2, but today we're chasing the Day It with Thomas specials running from Emerald to Cockatoo. Hope you enjoy. So the locomotive hauling the Thomas train from Emerald today is DH59, one of our 3 diesel locomotives at Puffing Billy. There's another DH like this one, which is DH5, and there's also a former Tasmanian Government Railways locomotive, D21, which is currently undergoing an overhaul. The other locomotive that's going to be used on the Thomas trains today is... Sorry, if you didn't want to know what the Thomas engine was, you're going to have to bleep that. It's currently at Lakeside and will connect onto the front of the train to haul it through to Cockatoo. Like trains. So today's already off to a brilliant start. The train's 10 minutes late. Nah, it's not too bad actually. It's beyond Lakeside when they have on it. Sorry, Thomas. When they have Thomas on it, the speed limit's only 10 mile an hour, so that will make chasing from Lakeside to Cockatoo very easy. Well, easier. So the train's just about to depart, about 15 minutes late, so... Yeah, okay, the train's about to leave. Pretty cool having a grandfather being the station master today. Right, now we're heading to the Wright Forest. So we're now heading to the Wright Forest to get a shot of it passing Wright Station, and it'll have the it'll have Thomas on the front. Yeah, going past the recently restored station. It's always been there, but they The Puffin Billy Preservation Society did a restoration of it during 2018 and made it look like basically what it looked like back in the 1920s. So they've done a very nice job with it. We have featured it before, but with the amount of time we have, we can probably show you a bit more of it. Wright Station was opened on the 24th of October 1904. That was me. Oh really? My Gmail is almost out of storage. Okay, take two. Wright Station was opened on the 24th of October 1904 and it's named after a local landowner which only wanted the station originally for himself so he could take his potatoes to Melbourne. The only trouble was, he never used it. The station opened right up until 1953 when the railway closed. And it was reopened in about 1996 when the line was relaid through to Bridge 8 and then further on was to Cockatoo Creek and finally Gembrook in 1998. In 2018, the railway station was restored by Puffin Billy Preservation Society members and Puffin Billy Railway volunteers to basically return it to its former glory of the 1920s, as you can see. It is used on occasion for request stops or if the guard wants to stop here just as extra practice to say that he stopped at the station, which has happened a couple of times, me being one of them. So yeah, let's get to the train. The usual shot I do here at Wright is either on the platform, at the crossing, Bridge 7, it's about 15 different shots I've done here. I haven't done this one before with the 35 mile milepost in the shot. The reason they have these on Victoria's railways is basically to indicate how far from Flinders Street Station they are. So in this case, we are 35 miles from a datum point at Flinders Street Station. You can tell I've been doing the safe working course. Yeah, I told him to frame for my hat because it's epic. That's all I wanted to say. Just so it had a shot of like entirely my hat because, as you notice, he's been pretty slack and has cut it off usually. Thank you. Yeah, there you go. Even better. Cameraman these days. Alrighty, that was a really good shot. Right now to Cockatoo to get the train running around and then heading back to Lakeside with the DH leading and the P on the other end, I think. Find out. Okay, so we're just approaching Cockatoo now. We're just about to overtake the train on the cameraman side. and we're going to go to Cockatoo and get the train arriving and running around, and then we'll go to Cockatoo Creek and get it going over the Cockatoo Creek Bridge on the up. Alright, well, the first shuttle has made it to Lake. This isn't Lakeside, it's Cockatoo. Thomas and the D8 are going to draw forward and run around the train through 2 road here, and then the D8 will attach to the up end of the train, and the Peckett will reattach to the rear of the train, and they'll run push-pull back to Lakeside. At Lakeside, the Thomas is going to disconnect, and the D8 is going to pull all 13 cars back to Emerald for the second shuttle back down the hill. Alrighty, let's go to Cockatoo Creek to get the train on the up direction. Trains. Going on a little walkie adventure into the forest to the Cockatoo Creek Bridge to get the train in the up direction going across the tiny little creek. The only hard bit is getting across Belgrave General Road. Alright, so we're at the Cockatoo Creek Bridge now. It's the lowest point on the whole railway, right at sea level. We're going to get the train with the DH leading in the up direction, going across this bridge. It's an uphill grade from here all the way to Emerald, so we're going to technically get 2 shots of it going uphill. One in 40 gradient all the way to Lakeside and Emerald. Oh, I can finally say I've gotten a shot on at the Cockatoo Creek Bridge, because I've actually never done that before, so now I can say I have. Alright, next spot, the curve just outside of Lakeside, from memory. Yes. So we just drove past Nobelia Siding, going towards Superman Corner, which is a location halfway between Nobelius and Nobelius Siding. Yes, there are 2 different spots. It's a 90-degree hairpin and is a very popular spot for rail fans, and also a spot that's nicknamed Superman Corner because there's a telephone box halfway along the corner. Okay, so we're getting a shot going around Superman Corner of 7A on train number 9, which is the down Lakeside Pass, the only train of the day for normal paying passengers. Because of the Thomas operations, they can't run the lunch train or the general because of the way that the Thomas trains are being run this season, with operating out of Emerald and Cockatoo. So they can only really run train number 918. 7A's on it. It's running a few minutes late, but it'll be here soon, hopefully, and we'll get a nice shot of it going around Superman Corner. Right when the flippin' train is getting here. Please cut out, please cut out. Okay, so now the chainsaw flipping stops after the train comes past. Murphy's Law. You better be getting my Hatton shot. Okay, so now we're setting up for the up empty car move back to Emerald of DH59. It's going back to Emerald empty cars to pick up the next train load of passengers to go through to Cockatoo. Alright, so the DH is coming now. Alright, so despite the train being a little bit late now, we're going to get it on its second shuttle heading towards Cockatoo. We're currently at Beaconsfield Road, which is between Emerald and Nobelia siding, and it's right near the top of the 1 in 40 gradient I was talking about before. We're going to get the DH coming down here, and then we'll go to the Wright Forest Bridge, which is bridge number 8 in the middle of the Wright Forest, and that will be with Thomas leading DH59. So we'll go to there after we get this shot. Alright, so we're heading to the Wright Forest again to get our last shot, which will be the train crossing the Wright number 8 trestle bridge. Normally when we're chasing the normal regular general service, we wouldn't normally do this shot because of how far it is to actually get into it, but because we sort of have a little bit more time than normal, we're going to give it a go and hopefully get to it. If not, we'll get a shot between bridges 7 and 8, and there's only about 200 metres between the two, so we should be able to get to number 8, but we'll see. So we made it. We're at the Wright Forest Trestle Bridge, which is bridge number 8. It's the second largest bridge on the railway behind the Monbulk Creek one. It's higher than Monbulk Creek but shorter. It's a very, very cool shot, if you can see in front of me. Here it comes. Well, I hope you enjoyed this first episode of the 3rd season of Down the Line. Very, very good day today. We got some shots that I'd actually never gotten in the 10 or so years that I've been chasing trains on the Gembrook line. It's a very interesting operation they're doing for Thomas this season, and they might do it again, and hopefully with steam. So until next time, please like, comment and subscribe to the video, and we'll see you next time, Down the Line.